So the biggest war we've all been waiting for, the USA versus Peru. I asked for you guys to leave your predictions in the last video. We'll see who was right. Now this is just going to be, honestly, an extremely hard war for Peru to win. I think that's pretty obvious. I think a lot of you guys see that America is pretty strong, but we will see. We actually have our first battle here. Problem is the Americans are going to reinforce. The Peruvians did peace out with Cuba, so that's really, really good. They gave up these provinces of eastern Cuba to Haiti, so that is good. Haiti is also involved in the war, so they might be able to make a little bit of a difference. You know, really, at the end of the day, it depends on who is going to control the seas. If the Americans control the Gulf of Mexico, that's going to make it very hard to get more, like Naples over here. Like, if they can control, well, Naples is, I think, going to be focused in on the American Western Africa colony, or I guess front. Naples won't go anywhere outside of that. I'd like to see if Austria is going to make an impact. I don't think that the Americans are even going to attempt to try anything in the Mediterranean. Maybe that's what the Naples Navy is going to attempt. Just focus on staying in the Mediterranean, not lose their fleets, and, just go out. All they have to do is win a 60 stack. That's it. Now, here's the thing. A lot of the American boats are not stuck, but they're on the coast of Guinea. And where'd they go? Are they moving down south? Yeah. So I don't know if they're going to reinforce. I mean, they don't have any troops located on this fleet at all. I don't really know what they're doing with all of these boats out this way. It looks like Peru might be attempt. I don't know what they're going to try to do here. Are you going off? No. You are probably going to go north. I think you're going, yeah, okay. Oh, no, you are going to try to attempt to attack them. Well, this is a very huge battle. This has a major implication on the rest of the war. Really, at this point, this doesn't mean too much. Yeah, Peru might lose the actual regiment army game. Hey, where did Mexico's involved? Hey, who's Mexico on? Why is Mexico in Peru territory? Well, it doesn't matter. Peru is bringing up all the reinforcements. The problem is that their empire is so big, it's going to take them forever to get over this way. Didn't realize that Argentina still controls the Falkland Islands, right? Yeah, Falklands. And who is this? I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Revolutionary France. Okay, so yeah, this doesn't really matter. It's actually the naval warfares in the very beginning. These initial naval warfares will have a big impact because then the Americans will not be able to reinforce their territory in Western Africa, which means that Naples can now get over. Austria can now bring in forces. So let's see who wins this battle first, and then we'll check in on what's going on outside. They both have no admiral. Kind of a big mistake. If Peru were able to, if they had an admiral, this would be a little bit of a different battle. Ooh, okay, so, I mean, they're both losing a lot of ships. I don't know if this is, like, the entirety of the Peruvian fleet. If it is, that's bad. That's really bad. Notice how the Americans have a lot of heavy ships, a lot more heavy ships, and they are in the ocean. This is not, oh, they won, though. The Peruvians did win that battle, and they sunk about 50 ships, something like that. They should need to chase them down. Okay, so Peru obviously had reinforcements coming. They probably just retreated. They probably didn't actually lose that battle. Yeah, Peru still has quite a big amount of forces. They've got to win the battles out there in the ocean, out there in the seas, before anything else. That's the most important thing. So Peru's going to lose a pretty massive land battle here in kind of just off the border of Texas and Louisiana. Yep, they're going to lose this one. And that's going to send a lot of their troops back down south. Reinforcements are still coming. Oh, but the Americans still have so much left. So much. Oh, poor Canada. Canada can't really get involved. Haiti made a landing. Okay, so that's a start. That's a start for the distraction. Here's the thing. All the Peruvians have to do is really just distract the USA long enough for them to not... Because they have to... It's a nationalist war, right? So... I don't know necessarily what they have to take. It's a nationalist war, so keep that in mind. They might that means that they can take a lot of provinces at once. So if they do end up winning this war, it'll be very, very it's going to be very, very bad for Peru. They'll take away a lot. I can guarantee you that. The Americans are not afraid to take away a whole bunch. So the Americans do have quite a big fleet still left over. I don't know how much of it is going to be consolidated for the next big battle that occurs. They have kind of locked off. I don't know why. There's only 41 ships. That's not going to keep the 27 heavy ships in the coast. Yeah, you need to unite. 82 ships is a little bit better, but I don't know if that's going to be enough either. What is Naples doing? Is Genoa... What is Genoa? Genoa's in a war? Do you know who? Oh, you're fighting Sardinia Piedmont. Okay, just a little minor war that's going on. How's Naples doing? Naples only has 16,000 troops, and they're attempting to fight off 52,000 Americans. But the 52,000 Americans have no leader, so that's somewhat good, but that's not enough. They do have their colony on their side. Where is the Naples military, dude? Are they attempting? Maybe they're going to the north. Maybe they're going to North America. That's unlikely. Oop, Haiti is going to get crushed off of Florida. Looks like Peru might have won their first land battle right there. 3-star general. But that is the stack that is just devastating. Almost, they're running around with like a 300 stack. Peru still hasn't made all of the reinforcements get over this way. That's the big issue. If they had all of these regiments in modern-day Mexico, they might have been able to win a few battles, or at least slow down the American progress. But they're so vast. This empire is so vast. They've got regiments all over the place. So by the time that those huge stacks get up this way, they're going to already have lost a lot. They're going to lose a lot of manpower as well. They're going to win one battle, but that's just one. Oh, they might lose something. They might lose a massive. This is not massive. Okay, never mind. I thought Peru had 100 stack here. Here comes the 200 stack, the almost 300 stack, actually. They're winning a few battles by going and picking off a few of these guys one by one. Now, do they control any forts? They do. They do control forts. They managed to get those pretty fast. Now, I imagine those 3-star generals probably have some siege value, more than likely. 51 stack. I mean, it's not that bad, but Naples is like no military. Like, you should be able to handle this. Only in a 60 stack from the Americans, you should. But Naples, I don't know if they deleted all their military after their big war or what. Oh, here comes the Austria. But again, Austria has no one to take them there. They have no one to take them to North African Naples territory. Any other wars going on? Bali? Not really. Spanish Pacific versus Bhutan. Ukraine is fighting some Ukrainian noble rebels. Haven't noticed any more big... Oh, so Naples, they're brave enough to take out their fleets away from the Mediterranean. That's good, because they're starting a pretty massive blockade. And that 100 stack could really make... 150 stack, I should say, could make a deciding factor, could give them a deciding victory in a naval warfare. I mean, Peru needs to win a few more ship battles. Oh my gosh, look at the reinforcements that are coming. Wow. Holy crap, you better have something up your sleeve, Peru. The USA is at -10 war score, though, so technically they're winning this. Technically, they're winning this. They've been winning a lot of battles, I will say that. Peru's been winning a lot of smaller battles, not the big ones, though, not the big battles. I don't know what the Americans are waiting for. Maybe they're waiting for all these 100 stacks, or all these 1 stacks to consolidate. Bam. So there goes Peru. They're going to get shoved back down south, which is going to really kind of open the floodgates now. Jeez. These regiments are taking forever. Oh, so Peru has also decided to rebuild. The thing is, they're rebuilding in Argentina and Chile lands. That's an issue, because it's going to take them like a year to get up this way. It's literally going to take them a year. Probably something like that. Haiti is back in Florida, which is still good for distraction. It's a good distraction. The 7 stack of ships that Haiti has is probably going to get absolutely demolished at some point. There's a 70 stack trying to maybe blockade or something. Where are the Peruvians at? Haiti actually has a pretty sizable force. The problem is they can't make it over there. I don't think they have the transport ships to drop them off in Florida. Come on, Naples, you could do a little bit more than that. You could. It seems, I don't really know. It seems like the Americans are at any point able to just absolutely destroy Peru, and I mean, they're on the tip of being able to just dominate this war. Thing is, though, we've got Revolutionary France going after Catalonia. The thing is, though, I mean, there's some things that are standing in the way of the American AI. And there's some pretty big things. So they might win this battle unless they're able to reinforce. Nope, they won't be able to reinforce. Yep, Peru got pushed back down south once again. Here come even more forces. 100 stack. 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 100 They've got, here comes the 150 stack. The thing is, though, like I said, it's too late for Peru. They've already done a lot of, the Americans have already done a lot of the damage to, I'm sure, the Peru manpower reserves. And the Americans are just continuing to, they're just continuing to pump out more and more regiments. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. But it looks like Naples has done quite a bit of damage, at least in the American West Africa. In American West Africa, it looks like. Some of the occupations actually going to the USA. Some of them, on the other hand, going to the Naples colony. -17. So the Americans are winning this. I'm sorry, the Americans are losing this quite badly as of right now. As of right now, they're losing this really, really badly. Well, not really, really badly, but significantly, that's for sure. And the problem is that Peru's capital is, I'm sure, way down south, unless they changed it. Yeah, it is. It's way down south. So they won't be able to get a ton of war score. I'm actually kind of shocked. I'm going to be really shocked if the USA doesn't bring this home. I think it was, kind of... I thought it was a given that they'd win this. Why would they declare this war? I mean, maybe they weren't expecting Peru to peace out with Cuba at that time. Maybe they were expecting a few regiments to be located on the island. That would have been good. Maybe they were expecting their navy to have done a better job than they did. But they lost some key naval warfare, naval battles. Ooh. Yep, so I think we can clearly say that the control of the Gulf of Mexico goes to Peru and its allies. Because Haiti now has all its ships out this way. I don't think that the anticipation of the Naples fleet being brought out from the Mediterranean was going to be a possibility. Maybe for the American AI, who knows? Too bad Austria wasn't able to do anything, but I guess they didn't need to. I mean, if Austria was over here, it would just made it more of a landslide. But more forces, the occupations in the American West Africa, I think is actually making a big difference. I would say it's probably making a big difference. Because these are occupations, because technically I believe Peru and its allies have more occupations, just barely more occupations than the USA. And none of these are super significant. And I'm guessing, they're going to win another battle, Peru is. And I'm guessing that there's no forts over here, or a very limited amount of forts. Yep, very limited amount of forts. So maybe that's not bringing in that much war score. So yeah, Peru's doing okay. They are doing okay. I'm actually shocked. Where did a lot of the U.S. regiments go? Where did that massive, almost 300 stat go? Did they split them up? And then they started, losing battles one by one. Maybe they weren't anticipating the reinforcements that Peru was bringing from South America. Maybe they weren't anticipating the... here's a pretty big force trying to just kick out Haiti from Florida. The thing is, though, those troops are going to continue to land because they lost, I think, the key point in the battle, the key point in the war. The key point in the war was the fleets and the ships and whoever controlled the Atlantic Ocean. And I made that comment multiple times in the anticipation for this war. I thought the Americans would actually dominate the naval warfare, the naval conflicts that would occur. But they haven't. And I'm not sure if they, maybe the USA declared war at the wrong time and they didn't realize that, wait a second, my fleet isn't ready. I'm sure the AI doesn't anticipate, whether their fleet is ready or not. Maybe in terms of fleet maintenance, I'm sure they do that. They make sure that their army maintenance is all the way up or whatever. But because they lost that first few battle off the coast of Africa, I think now that's gonna obviously distract the American AI going after Haiti, and Naples was able to do, I think, a little bit more damage. I mean, Naples really isn't even bringing troops in. Ooh, okay, so maybe Naples is gonna get kicked out a little bit. They might. Oh, the Netherlands are actually over here with an 8 stack. That's nice of them. Mali, why aren't you doing anything? The Naples colony. I'm talking to you, Naples colony. They're not doing anything. They're just chilling. What are you guys doing? I have no idea. They have an individual war score of 0, though. That's Naples, not the colony themselves. -20. Wow. I'm quite shocked here. I'm quite shocked, especially because we don't see where is the regiments at that they had initially. Did they lose a big battle that we weren't paying attention to? Were they sent out in ships and the ships were destroyed? That could have happened. I mean, it's a pretty global war. We can't focus on every single battle, and I get that. I'm giving like a little bit more credit than maybe I should to Haiti, but I do think Haiti made a big difference, because that way the Americans were sending over 60 stacks to deal with Florida. That could have been the big difference maker when the reinforcements came from Peru. And there are technically more regiments coming, which is good because there are more American regiments coming too. Wow, it really goes to show you that, well, I don't know what that goes to show you. I really thought that because I figured, I don't know why, but we've seen this multiple times happen, where an AI will declare war individually, declare an offensive war individually, and, for the most part, I think, the AI is pretty dumb sometimes, most of the time. But for some reason, when the USA declared war in Peru, I thought they knew what they were doing. But in hindsight, yeah, they had no idea what they were doing. They were not ready. Especially because now we're going to see Peru push forward into American territory, into the American South. Going further into Texas, I think the AI might not. They're not moving their 59 stack just yet. They're just unoccupying territory that the Americans controlled. -22. Haiti's still going after Florida. There's a 30 stack here in modern-day Texas. Oh, but the Americans are coming, and they just stack wiped somebody. Okay, so the Americans are coming back. There's a 3-star general that's coming back. Okay, so maybe the Americans just needed to consolidate. I have no idea what they were doing. But Peru's not rushing in, that's for sure. Here's a big battle. Oh, but they didn't reinforce in time. Or maybe they didn't choose to reinforce. -23 war score. A 66 stacks now coming, with a lot of smaller regiments. I think it's safe to say that Peru's going to win this. There's no way. We've just continued to see the American war score drop further and further and further. -24 now. Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to say. 200 stack now. They've really consolidated enough, and the Americans have not. They're like I said, their regiments are all scattered all over the place. Geez. So we're going to see the results of this war by the end of the next video. I'll probably go up a little bit further in time, see what other wars break out. But there you go. I mean, if you pick Peru in the last video, you won. I mean, I think that's a pretty decisive victory. Naples made a big difference. Austria really didn't play much of a role. Obviously, I think it's going to be... America's going to gain control over some of these lands that were occupied in Western Africa, but they're going to lose a lot of their progress, obviously, in northern Peru. Yes, and they're going to lose a lot of land battles, too. That's the thing. They're going to lose a lot of land battles. That's the big problem. It's 2004. What are we, like 12 years away from the end of the campaign? But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.